The studio lights burned hot enough to make anyone sweat, but Lisa wasn't the type to melt under pressure. If anything, she thrived in it. Backstage, the air buzzed with tension, the kind that didn't need microphones to be heard. Cast members sat scattered across velvet couches, their outfits sharp, their smiles sharper. Assistants hurried past with clipboards. Producers whispered into headsets, and somewhere in the distance, a stage manager called out, 5 minutes. Lisa leaned back in her chair, crossing one leg over the other, long nails tapping against her phone screen. Her reflection stared back at her perfect hair, bold eyes, and a smirk that suggested she knew something everyone else didn't. Because she did. I'm telling you, she muttered to the makeup artist hovering nearby, tonight's gonna be messy. The makeup artist paused, brush midair. Messy how? Lisa looked up slowly, her grin widening. Let's just say, someone pushed me too far. Across the room, voices rose. You're a liar, someone snapped. Oh, I'm the liar? Another shot back. Say that again on stage. Lisa tilted her head, watching like it was her favorite show. See, she said under her breath. Didn't even start yet. The makeup artist swallowed. Should I fix your eyeliner? Lisa waved her off. Nah, if it smudges, it smudges. Might add to the drama. A producer rushed over, slightly out of breath. Lisa, we need you mic'd. Now. She stood, smoothing down her outfit with deliberate calm. Relax, she said, her voice silky. I'm not going anywhere. But her eyes flicked toward the argument still simmering across the room. One of the cast members, tall, loud, and clearly furious, was pointing fingers, pacing like a caged animal. Another sat rigid, arms crossed, jaw clenched. Lisa's smile sharpened. Oh, I'll be right there, she added. The stage was a battlefield disguised as a talk show. Plush chairs formed a semicircle, facing the host's seat. Cameras hovered like watchful eyes, capturing every twitch, every glance, every unspoken word. The audience murmured in anticipation, sensing the storm before the first drop of rain. Lisa walked out last. Not by accident. Heads turned as she stepped into the light, her expression calm, almost amused. She took her seat, crossing her legs again, and gave a small wave to the audience. The host smiled, but it didn't quite reach his eyes. Well, he began, this season has been unforgettable. A few cast members laughed nervously, others didn't laugh at all. And tonight, he continued, we're diving into everything, the relationships, the betrayals, and, apparently, some behind-the-scenes drama. Lisa leaned forward slightly. Oh, there's plenty of that. The host glanced at her. I've heard. A ripple moved through the cast. Let's start simple, he said. Lisa, how are you feeling coming into tonight? She didn't hesitate. Honest? Ready. Ready for what? Lisa's gaze slid across the semicircle, lingering on one face longer than the others. For people to stop pretending. A sharp inhale echoed from somewhere on stage. The host raised an eyebrow. That sounds like a warning. It's not a warning, Lisa said smoothly. It's a promise. It didn't take long for things to unravel. At first, it was the usual questions about relationships, misunderstandings, long-distance struggles, voices overlapped, accusations flew, tears threatened. But underneath it all, something darker simmered. Then came the moment. The host turned a page on his cue cards. There have been rumors, he said carefully, about an incident backstage earlier today. Silence fell like a dropped curtain. Lisa didn't move. Specifically, he continued, that things got physical. A murmur spread through the audience. Lisa, he said, would you like to address that? She let the silence stretch, savoring it. Then, slowly, she smiled. I mean, she began, her voice almost playful. It depends on what you call physical. The host blinked. That's not exactly a denial. Lisa shrugged. Look, I didn't go in there planning to do anything. I was minding my business. A scoff came from across the stage. Lisa's eyes snapped in that direction. You got something to say? The other cast member leaned forward, eyes blazing. Yeah, I do. Tell them what really happened. Lisa laughed, a short, sharp sound. Oh, I will. She turned back to the host. So here's the truth. Someone decided they wanted to get in my face, talking loud, pointing fingers, acting like they run the place. Because you were lying, the cast member shouted. Lisa held up a hand. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about. The tension thickened. And I told them, Lisa continued, her voice steady but edged with steel. Back up, just like that, simple. The host leaned in. Did they? Lisa's smile faded. No. A beat. So, she said, tilting her head, I reminded them. The audience leaned forward collectively. How? The host asked. Lisa lifted her hand, inspecting her nails like they held the answer. I cat-scratched a cast member, she said casually. Gasps erupted. The cast member in question shot up from their seat. You attacked me. Lisa didn't flinch. Oh please, if I attacked you, we wouldn't be sitting here right now. Security had to step in. And thank God they did, Lisa replied, her tone suddenly cold, because I was about 2 seconds away from doing more than scratching. The room exploded. Voices clashed. The host tried to regain control. Producers waved frantically off camera. The audience buzzed with shock, delight, disbelief. Lisa sat perfectly still in the chaos. Watching. Waiting. The break came too late. Backstage again. The energy had shifted from tense to volatile. Security lingered closer this time, eyes sharp, ready. Lisa stood near the mirror, reapplying her lipstick with steady hands. You really went all out, the makeup artist whispered, half awed, half terrified. Lisa smirked at her reflection. They wanted a show. Are you worried about what people will say? Lisa capped the lipstick, setting it down with a soft click. People always say something. She turned, leaning against the counter. The real question is, are they watching? The makeup artist hesitated. They definitely are. Then I'm good. Across the room, the cast member she'd clashed with was pacing again, talking rapidly to a producer. Their voice carried just enough to catch fragments. Unacceptable. Shouldn't air. Press charges. Lisa's expression didn't change. But her eyes narrowed. Round 2, the makeup artist asked cautiously. Lisa pushed off the counter. Depends. On what? Lisa glanced toward the stage entrance, where the next segment was about to begin. On whether they've learned anything. Back under the lights, the air felt heavier. The host took a deep breath before speaking. We're back, he said, his voice tighter now, and I'd like to remind everyone to keep things respectful. Lisa chuckled softly. Good luck with that. A few nervous laughs trickled through the audience. The host ignored it. Let's move forward. But moving forward wasn't so simple. Every question now carried an edge. Every answer felt like it could ignite something. The earlier incident hung over the stage like a storm cloud, threatening to break again. Lisa, the host said at one point, do you regret what happened? For the first time, she hesitated. Not long. But long enough.